Testing, testing, testing. Hopefully I am live. Wants to use camera mic? No, that's okay. Well, thanks. Added delay, closed captions. It's not there. Channel, live. I don't know how to consistently come there all the time. Would be nice to know. Okay, I'm gonna put my chats over here. And over here. That's paused. And then stream to Kick. Kick.com. And for Kick, I need activity feed. Bear. There we go. Yay. And what else? Is that it? I think that's it. I should take care of things. Oi, mate. Post a little announcement. Good evening, degenerates. I am live with whirlies. What's up, Haley? How's it going? How are you tonight? I always forget the at everyone. That's the whole point. It's to let everyone know. Next question. Sorry. We just got over the kids being sick, so that's a big win. That's over. Hopefully. I say that maybe a little bit too soon. Hello, Deli Lang. What's up, dude? How's it going tonight? Oh yeah, that might be a little bit too loud, let's be honest. Nobody wants to hear that loud of whirlies. We do want to hear the loot filter, though. Oh, sorry, Haley. That is no fun. What's up, Mind Tricks? Welcome, dude. Good evening. Quant items. We shall do quant maps. What's up, BKers? Hello, hello. Oh, that one's gold. Gold maps are bad. I confirmed it today. If the map says drops more gold, just throw it in the garbage can, or you could sell it to some poor lowly person who doesn't know that it's bad. How do I want to start my day? Let's start with Crypt. Crypt will be good. Grab the charge, and we're off to the races. Oh. Feels like something's not on. Fort Spear, hello. Let's see here. Something's definitely not on. What's going on here? Lionco, yeah, okay. Herald of Thunder's not on. Ghost Dance. And Deadly Herald has to come out. And then we have Wind Dancer. Spirit is 10. We have to pull Precision. Put it here. Save gold map for Castaway. Oh, that's a good idea. I suppose that works, right? And the map can't drop anything else. That's a cool idea. Clutch. Yeah, it's nice not to always struggle through the content. Although sometimes I do. Last stream I died a bunch. It was harsh. Very harsh. I just realized my chat is not up on the window. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. I'll fix it after the map, maybe. Maybe not. Hey, Sushi Slayer. Thanks for the follow. Did my follow alert just work? I heard a gadoong. What's up? Gotta fix this, man. We're gonna go like that and like this. There we go. We don't want such loud whirly potatoes. I want to hear the beautiful game music. Oh yeah, it's coming, Sushi. I was actually working on it a lot today. It's been really hard to make because, well, you can play this build with every class. So this will be my 4th class I'm trying to build on. I do truly want to be somewhat of an expert on the build before I pretend I know enough to make a guide. So it's taken longer with this build because it works on everything, and I'm not going to do it on Bloodmage or Lich. That's kind of, I think it's like a totally different world with a different starting spot, but I am going to do it on Amazon. I'm going to address Amazon, Deadeye, and Ritualist in the guide. And really it's pick your poison. There's pros and cons to all 3. I think Ritualist has the highest ceiling. I think Deadeye has the easiest method of like crushing. Like easiest path to like I have nothing and now I'm crushing. And Amazon, I don't know. I don't really like Amazon very much, unfortunately. I want to like it. What's up, Nullify? How are you tonight? Or today, or whatever? What have you? Wherever you are in the world. Anybody watch the Starship launch? My wife and I just had a little watch party for Starship Launch 9. I very much like space and space things. What is my attacks per second here? I feel a little slower than I usually am. 5.81? Okay. The other day I was over 6. I've unspec'd some things for defense. You can see my energy shield is 3.58. My health is almost 1.5. I'm not doing much in the way of evasion, but I am doing Lyco, so I have some block to make up for the lack of evasion, or supposedly to make. Okay, they're invulnerable. I hate that. There we go. So scary. Yeah, we crushing. Ritualist was definitely like an eye-opener. I did not realize how powerful having an additional ring was. Also, like, the bonus of Ingenuity being on your amulet, I think is a really big deal in this build. Because you get a lot of gas from your amulet. Or my resist. Ooh, my lightning is not capped. That's bad. I have to figure that out. Why is my lightning not capped? I must have swapped a ring or something. Ring. Ornate box here. Be fun. Bing. 2 silver charms. How about that? Oh, I'm that full. Oh my lord. So much loot, dude. Shake off the dust and let's fight, she says. She is awesome. I'm glad the Ritualist has the same voice lines as the Amazon. That's a big win in my opinion. Come here, little wisp. They actually went in there. Look, a quarterstaff. Is Trip here? I'm gonna do it, Trip. I don't think that's a staff base we care about, but I'm doing it anyway because I made Trip sad the other night. 162, tier 7. How is that? That is perfect. Okay, we will bring that to town and do some secret things. Secret things. Lightning strikes twice. I like when you come into the hideout and she says, nice here, real quiet like. Yes, for sure, sushi. It's actually in my plans to get it there. That's kind of the route I'm going. I do think that's the highest ceiling route. So you can see my int is 550. My dex is 270. I am running Hoa, and my Megalo Jewel specs pure power, which is 2% lightning per 10 int. And then you get the bonus from finesse, which is gain accuracy equal to your intelligence. Over here I've got a time loss that's 3% int, and I'm running your traditional stat wheel down here. The other pieces, I would add them, but I am too poor. I spent everything, and now I have no money. Woo. This is like an oddly decent belt, right? And then what do I do with this goofy staff I found? I suppose that needs more gas, so... Yeah, so I guess I confirmed Mind Tricks that the level of the slash matters. Several people told me with much gusto that the level of this slash doesn't matter, that the damage has to do with this whirlwind, and I think they are just wrong. The level of the slash matters, as high as you can tolerate it, but also still like move freely. With your base regen kind of doing a good amount of work so you can keep it pretty potato-y is good. I think I can go higher, but I'm just keeping it at 5 for right now. That's awesome, Nullify. That's really cool. Sushi, I would probably take... actually, I need to look at Warriors, but I would think, if I can, I would take Ellie, Chaos, and Attribute. And I actually have a bunch of Warriors spread throughout because I did a lot of Arbiter earlier in the season. So there's a chance I can self-fund that, which would be great. Okay, let me chaos this. I'm distracted by all the riveting chat. Oof. Some leech, crit bonus. Wow, still not good. Really? That's crazy, dude. All right, well, we're gonna be done with this. Increase melee strike range with this weapon. I don't know if that's ever a good thing. Those were irons, right? Yep. I'll just dump it here. What's up, J-Court? Yeah, for sure. I did post, so today in the Discord I was kind of posting updates as I was going. This is up to date with what I'm currently running, I think. Let me fact check myself here. Yep. This is up to date with what I'm currently running. I will post this in the live pub for Ritualists Whirly. This is now in the Filter Pub channel. If you want to see what I'm currently running. Okay, we got some things to chance. Exciting. Bonk, bonk, whiff, whiff. And dump. And these I don't need. Unbreakable I don't need. Lightning Infusion I've been experimenting with. Right now I have a Against the Darkness that is giving me cold damage added, so I probably won't put it on right now, but I think it's a net gain. Yeah, it's a net gain of damage by quite a bit actually. Might go back on later. And then Pinpoint, so if you aren't crit capped, this was a nice suggestion from Raging Cajun in the Discord today. If you are not crit capped, you can socket, you can see my attacks per second 5.81. You can socket Pinpoint to then increase your attacks per second and become crit capped. Now the DPS, the net DPS goes down because of the less crit bonus. I'm not sure how PoE does the math there. The reason for this is right here. Attacks gain accuracy equal to their crit chance. So, you know, I could technically pull crit chance nodes back. You know, I could pull this back. And probably leave those where they're at. I guess just, yeah, pull that single node back. I'm not going to mess with that right now, but you kind of get the idea. Pinpoint can kind of fill the gap. What's up, Trip? Trip, dude, I just did a staff for you. I was talking about you. This goes here. I'm pretty sure this thing should be worth quite a bit. Let's see. Wow, does not exist. That's actually crazy. It could be worth tons. I'll put it up for like 150 in case somebody's like desperate for it tonight. It's probably worth like around 50 to 80, I'm guessing. XP. I am like mirror farming, but I am also trying to level. So we're doing both things tonight. That's a nice little map. Those all turned out okay. I hit a tier 1 fizz percent roll, and then I riffed on it with some chaos and failed it. But it started out okay. It started out with much promise. That's right, I need to fix my lightning res. He has a 66. I think I'll just put lightnings in the sockets and call it a day. Yeah, for sure. Act 1 mirrors. Okay, how's that? 74. Sweet. Cool. Let's go. Pre-buff and rough. We confirmed today, with the help of some Discord assistance, that the Struggle Scream Annoyance on the pre-buff, they don't stay. They go away after you juice up the Whirlwind stages. And I tried like different methods for the pre-buff, and they go away no matter what. So that's helpful to know. You don't have to mess with Struggle Scream. Luckily, it wasn't an investment, like getting to that. It was very, very cheap to like set that up and try it out. I was really hopeful that it would work. It'd be super cool. I wonder if Struggle Scream will actually be good one day. They should make it like 4 annoyance, and it could be juicy enough, maybe. Yeah, it was a classic crafting session. I could have gone for a fracture in the tier 1, but I think the base of the quarterstaff was one that it definitely wasn't the one that I think you said striking is like the best. And yeah, it seemed to have a low like flat, and then it had like melee range on it. Seemed bad. Why can't I do this ritual? God, rituals letting me down, man. Yeah, excellent vision. Got it. That was a finicky ritual, let me tell you. One thing I really want to solve with this build is getting Ice Bite to proc more consistently. Not sure how I'm gonna do that. Sacred Flame was what solved that, and Ice Bite is an extra like 35% more damage. It's kind of like a mini Sacred Flame of Frost. And yeah, for some reason it's like not going. Like the Herald, I don't know, stuff's just dying so fast, and freeze buildup is so slow. So yeah, that's a goal. I'm trying to stay away from Sacred Flame. I keep it over here and I swap it on sometimes like to test. If I run like 100% Delhi map or something, I have to use it. The damage output with the Lyco is not enough. Now keep in mind my gear is not min-maxed. I'm missing like several significant stat stacking cornerstones like Astramentis. So yeah, I bet when those are in place, the Lyco will be fine. But right now, in my state of poverty, it's struggling. Yeah, so flat cooldown rings can help, but the lightning is just like outpacing like crazy because I'm doing the instacking with Hoa. And I think that's the main thing that's going on there. And it does go off sometimes. Certain maps. Last map I saw it go off a few times. This is not completely whiffing. I just want the uptime to be permanent. If I run Coming Calamity with multiple heralds, then it works. And Coming Calamity drives me crazy because it's actually really good, is what I found. But the defensive stats on it are so bad that it is like you don't want to have to run it. And then when it continues to show that it's good, you're like, ah, if you only sucked, I wouldn't have to worry about you. But you're actually really good. I wish I could run you. You know, it seems like a tacky armor. Like, oh, 3 free heralds, cool. It's just a very good armor. It's got base, like, 30 to 40 all res. You know how crazy that is? Think of a decent rare chest with triple 40s. And then, yeah, you do get the 3 heralds for free, which is crazy. They don't cost spirit. And then, all enemies in your presence have no elemental res. So you don't have to worry about pen at all. It's kind of just an insane armor, but it's the tankiness of it is really bad, so it's harsh. Yeah, try it out, Mind Tricks, and let me know if you don't see a difference, because, you know, just because I tested something and think I saw one thing, it doesn't make it truth. I did test it pretty carefully, but like I wouldn't like be shocked or mad if somebody was like, no, it actually doesn't matter still. I do think it's just like quality of life versus damage you want to do. And the increase was noticeable for me. Yeah, beak hitters for the longest time I had to avoid rituals. And I still like die in them. They just like... Some of the ritual terrain is just so rippy, like you can't maneuver and there's chaotic pustules everywhere, and yeah, it just is such a mess sometimes. There's almost nothing you can do about it. The cards are stacked against you. What is this guy doing? What is this random invite I have here? I'm about to get DDoSed. This breach is like just huge. It's tremendous. I wonder if it's benefiting from whatever mysterious thing we change with breaches, where if they start in a bad spot, they end up still being pretty good. I think that might have been what was going on there. What are these? 108 on a crossbow. I was told that elemental damage to attacks is important on crossbows. Strength can satisfy other requirements of melee weapons and melee skills. Good to remember that those are there. If you were like early on in a totem build or something and running Giant's Blood, those could be useful. I can see it. I can see the vision there. Yeah, exactly. Best breaches in Crypt. See, that's really interesting because those used to be absolutely the worst by far. So that's cool. Ooh. What is that base? I like don't even recognize that base. Oh god, see, look at this spot. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, at least I can round the back. Okay, it's actually not that bad since I can round the back. I take it back. Take back my complaining. You gotta remember with this build too, if you're running Tangle, cracking your Olroths for guard during the rituals is like really useful. Just an extra 1300 health. Protects your energy shield too, because like energy shield recharge is kind of rough in ritual. And you can see mine is hardly taking a hit, and that's all because of the guard. The guard has absorbed all the damage. And I've been getting hit. I see the guard going up and down here. Proof of me prowess. Ooh, 1 to melee. Don't be rude. 122 ES? Oh, it's 2 properties. Okay. There's been a lot of good stuff in Ritual lately. I don't know if they like soft change the items. I know the items are better reflecting the area levels. I've noticed that. So that's like kind of a really big deal. Yes, my Olroths. Okay, let me fix chat visibility here. So, Kickbot chat. There we go. And YouTube chat. I think I have to target a new window. Which is this one. And it didn't show up. YouTube chat window. Here we go. There you are, cute tube chat. And we'll go like that. Sweet. Hey, yo. Now you all know when I see stuff, and you can see what the other platform is saying. I really don't like streaming on 2 platforms. I hope to solve that at some point. I don't know what that's going to look like still. It's a conundrum. I'm liking Kick, but I'm getting feedback, just conversational feedback, that the other content on Kick is just like so bad as far as games. And that makes me sad. Maybe they'll fix it, maybe not. Woof. That's a really good map, but temp chains, man. Gotta dump it. That one's solid. Another temp chains. Rude. Yeah, so that'll help, J-Court, if you can afford it. My slot is empty right here. I'm actually going to go up from 5. I'm going to go up to 7. I have like, I'm not even like using a flask. I guess I'll go up to 8. Yep, and it went up to 50k. And then, yeah, pinpoint will get you more speed if you want it. I can't believe I was 5 linked. It's really sad. Couldn't even tell. Another grotto. Alright, we'll run this backwash with quant and rarity. It's so nice running non-Delhi maps. It's so refreshing, like to see color on your screen, to hear actual music. It's just so great. Oh, dang it. I clicked on that. Dude, those buttons. I guess I'm fat-fingered. I accidentally open those boxes like once a day when I'm trying to like hit them with orbs. Okay. Turn off screen preview. There we go. Temp chain, I now run vaults of Kamsa maps. No mobs, no danger. Well, that's a good idea. That's a great way to save them. Still make use of them. Yeah, so that music was actually the PoE 1 Delhi song. I'm like a super... What is it? Music is really important to me in like aesthetics, like in film and even in games. So I actually messaged the composer of the music for this game, and I was like, dude, what, you got lazy on Delhi? Because we're just listening to the PoE 1 music. And then we got this new awesome song. Yo, what's up, Melvin? Question regarding Deadeye build. Most recent one in Discord doesn't use combat frenzy anymore. How do you generate frenzy charges? The only other way to do it would be a cast on crit with Sniper's Mark. So that's most likely the way. And if that wasn't there, then there's something wrong with my POB. How do you feel about the Dune movies? I really like the first one a lot. I didn't ever read the books. I really like the director, Denis Villeneuve. He's made a few movies that I have been like really huge fan of. The second one, I thought like that they did the best they could, but it felt really rushed. And overall, I felt like it really wasn't that good because it was so rushed. Definitely should have gone with a TV show for that one. But oh well. Yeah. Yeah, last season I just ended up switching the music off, like, in the end game, because every map was deli music, and, yeah, that was it. West Player from YouTube says, why do you need frenzy charges for whirlies? Well, if you're in Deadeye, so I actually don't have them on this class, because obviously with Ritualist we are whirling at plenty of speed here. But on Deadeye, you can do two things. One is you can run Charge Infusion, which gives you 22% more. It's a multiplicative modifier to your skill speed. So that's one way to compensate for like slower movement speed if you're running like Sacred Flame or something that's making it so you're a little bit slower. Or if you just want to be like super ragey and go around at 7 attacks per second. There's also a gem. I never did use it because it wasn't needed. But there is a gem that consumes frenzy charges to do cool stuff. So you could put that on there too if you're going full on Deadeye. But yeah, Ritualist does not need the frenzy charges. I actually don't think any of them do. Just, it's only worth it in Deadeye because of the Ascendancy. Okay, my guy just bugged. I can't move. This has happened a couple of times this season. Can't click on anything. I can't open a portal. It happened, I think, right when I clicked on that shrine. Let me see if I click it off. I can go again. Nope. Nope. Anybody know what happens here? How to fix? Find a mob? Okay. Are you sure? That seems like I'll just die. Nothing. $114 breach splinters. I didn't get to finish the breach. Yeah, just nothing. I don't know, man. This has happened before. My only solution is to exit. In the jungle, mobs find you. Yeah, I guess, you know, secrets. I'm a little bit older, and I think I come from an era where things are slower, and I just like enjoy them in their slowness. So when like content for a really great story and character build is going really fast, it's like inherently a loss for me.
Hold on.
Okay, I think it's fixed now. What's up, Puma? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, second Dune, I you know, it wasn't bad. Like, it was better than like almost all the other movies that came out last year. But I hold Denis to, you know, the highest of standards because he's like definitely one of the greatest filmmakers of our time. Yep. Yeah, exactly, West Player. So on Bloodmage, you wouldn't be able to benefit from frenzy charges enough to justify what it does. Now, if you were running Sacred Flame and you just had extra spirit left over, I mean, you could run Charge Infusion and get some free action speed out of it. But you could also balance out a Trinity, and Trinity will give you attack speed if it's balanced. There's some better solutions there. Well, there's a prequel series to Dune. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, and Puma, you're catching up. We were just talking about Dune 1 and Dune 2. My take was that Dune 1 was really, really great, and Dune 2 felt rushed. The story was there, but like we were blazing saddles, and I wished they had slowed down and given it the time it deserved. The Bene Gesserit. I thought it looked good. Bene Jesuit. It's not Bene Jesuit, I know that. Yes, Soundscape was fantastic. L Baby on YouTube, all my builds are in Discord, in a channel labeled Filter Pop. And I actually just posted an update to this one in that channel about 10 minutes ago, so it'll be nice and clean for you. Okay, I lost, in the process of having to log out and log back in, I lost my map reveal, the Fog of War reset. More bugs! So I'm backtracking here a little bit. Oh yeah, Dune OST is awesome. I actually got my little kids obsessed with some of those songs. The intro song from the first one where the elephant horn like squeals really loudly into the mic. That's good stuff. 374 accuracy, almost decent. I haven't seen a good like Omen in a really long time. Like that's not even recency bias. I just really haven't. Hey, that could turn out all right. Ooh, almost. A YOLO Chaos on that, and it could be huge. Oh, boy, is this Stinky Mama? Oh, boy. Here's our favorite boss, Puma. Watch her squeeze the booby. Oh, goodness, it's disgusting. She has some different voice lines. She has one where she talks about how her children are going to eat you. It's the best. So, for people who are fighting with Primal, it is tricky. You kind of have to like get really familiar with how much primal you need to delete. And I let that fight go on way longer than I needed to just kind of like say that while I was fighting. I'm going to go to town and come back down. That's so much worthy stuff.
I like it here.
Yes, for that song that is as good as you can get. It's so good, right? I mean, it's so good. Okay. Pump and dump. That's worthy of 2 exalts as well. We need to YOLO slam this. Dude, what happened to that? Oh my god, I got a 9 rarity. What the? Oh, okay. A brick the ring. The ring brick. Running Herald of Blood, Poison, and Thunder with Rake, Blood Hunt, 2 whirlies, and Disengage. I mean, that's what it's all about at this point in the season, right? I think you're doing it right, man. I think you're doing it right. Trip, any of these I need to grab? Voltaic Staff, Gelid Staff, the old Twin Bow. I'll grab the Twin Bow for us bow people. Yeah, it is a great boss design. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Dune 1, I was really impressed, just generally, by how well it turned out. Look at that! I nailed the crit chance on this. Dude. Oh my god, what a sea glass spear. It's probably not good, but holy cow. Oh my gosh, yeah. Jeez. That spear just like erupted like a volcano in my face. My goodness. Okay, yeah, so we have a tier 1 crit roll and I think a tier 1 fire roll here. Yep. A tier 1 crit, tier 1 fire. There's not really anything else creative to do with it. You just slam it from here. 19 fizz and bad accuracy, but now we can do this. Let's pin how it started and how it ended. That's 2 chaos, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 to proj, 8, 9. A really good cold roll. We just really need some fizz, man. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Somebody stop me. Where are we at here? Still so bad. Set it on level 12 versus level 1 and trying it out. Very nice. That should do well for you. That should be good. Alright, Puma. Well, thanks for stopping by as always. As always. I think it started out better than it ended. Am I right? Am I seriously out of those? Oh my gosh. I hate running out of these things that drop all the time. I even pick them up all the time and I still run out. There's 600 of them. Hey you. How's it going? You going to bed? Okay, I will be right back in just a moment. Let's see if I can put a text message up. BRB 2 mins to 5 mins. Heart. Save. Be right back, everybody. Sorry. Not a cockroach? Not a cockroach. Okay. Let's see if this person still wants this. Love you, babe. Ooh, interesting secrets. I wish I had that. That hideout item. I wish I had that a lot. Okay, I think I got everything out of this map. And I think I checked the ritual. No, I didn't check the ritual. How about that? Wait. Insufficient tribute to defer a chaos? You're kidding me. Did I already defer it? I bet I already deferred it. Yeah, okay. I already did everything. Hoi! Is anyone still there? Did I lose everybody? It was a little creepy in this hideout with that music going. You know what's fascinating is I'm running non-Delhi maps. And really like the net result is I just don't find any items. Thanks, Melvin. Yeah, I saw that trip. I missed my 5-day sale. That's pretty sad too, because I really could use the money right now. Beak Hitters, Path of Building is a game unto itself. Let me get my tree back in order and see if this like failure to drop anything is truly related to like not having Delhi on my map. I'm pretty sure it is. Nope, we'll go like that. And bring that back and go like that. Alright, this is the ideal atlas right here. Atlas of Perfection. And we've been even running like really good cleansed maps. Sad panda. None of these is really that good anyway. This one's okay. I believe it. Beakhead, I believe it. Tell them 6 div. Sorry. The reason I made you wait is I just want to charge you even more. Alright, this is a fun test of this build because it's very hard to move around in this zone. And if you don't know, you can use WASD and hold down right click to navigate even better. And I find in like little corridor maps like this, the most helpful thing is if you get stuck, just let go of the mouse for a moment and let WASD take over, and it will resolve your stucky. Alright, what's our ritual here? Waves of Blood. That one's usually okay. Yeah, I'm booking it through this map. That's already the second lever. Earlier I did a 45-second sand spit. I'm not kidding. It was like the most magical moment of the season. And will remain such until I find the mirror. Whoa, I went up on the wall there. Yeah, it was really fun. And I'm not even that fast. I mean, some people are getting up to like 9 attacks per second. I'm holding it around 6 to 7 in combat. So obviously it can be done even faster, which is crazy and really fun. Zealot bow. What is unique Zealot bow? I don't even know. Slam. Slam, slam. Slam, 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 slam. Click. God, that's hard. The buttons disappear when you click them. Like they very briefly, they ever so briefly disappear when you click them. And it can make it really hard to hit those buttons in succession. Okay, I'm trying to get to the middle here. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Now I can circle back now. Nice. This is great XP. I think I've gotten like a quarter of a level just like while I've been on. Amazing. Yeah, Pure Power Megalo is really expensive. You could just anoint it on your amulet and then find a different Megalo. I'm completely stuck here. Screw you, game. Oh my god. Dude. I couldn't move. I couldn't attack him or anything. Oh my Lanta. That was just a mess. Oh my god, I know. Breach giving all the splinters at the end is the biggest QOL of any game of my life. Look at this. My whirly covers basically the entire ritual area. This is the dream right here. I guess Voltaxic Rift is a good pickup now. And if you can hit the proj on it, it's like can be very, very good. I don't know who's doing Voltaxic Rift, but somebody out there is. It sounds like a Trip McNeely thing. Exactly, Astral. Exactly. Second breach. I'm so lucky. Ooh, see, I froze somebody there. Ice Bite. Ice Bite procced. I don't know why randomly it's working. Maybe there's certain monsters that are tanky enough they take a couple of hits and get frozen. But I really like when Ice Bite and Innervate are both permanently procced. Oh, we got some Dawn of the Hunt music. Let's go. LFG. It is kind of like Whirlwind Barb. Nice throwback reference there. It is very much like the Tempest Flurry favorite of last season, which was not my ending build last season. I actually ended up sparking. Spark was so wonderful in OP. But I did do a nice hefty amount of Tempest Flurry there in the middle, and this is like it. I do think this is actually better in some ways. Tempest Flurry had a higher damage output, and there was some cool stuff you could do in like with like terrain and chaining heralds and stuff like that. But this one is like much more potato-y. Like you don't have to aim or target or anything. You just go. The AoE is so huge. I love this song. Oh god, Meteor Shrine. No shrine has killed me more this season than Meteor Shrine. Oh man, the speed is so great in moments like this. Sometimes it's best when you're coming up to a doorway, just stop, walk through it. Agreed. Agreed, secrets. Poison Burst builds. Interesting. Okay. I haven't done any Poison Bursty things. It sounds fun. It sounds fun and interesting. This is such a sketchy ritual spot, dude. My ES is down for some reason. Okay, cool. I survived. I survived the worst ritual spot. Yep. That sounds familiar. I've died in so many Meteor Shrines this season. Like, earlier in the season before they fixed them, they were kind of hard to click on, and oh boy, was I raging on a few of them. Trying to, like, level up, and, like, I just want the shrine to go away. That's, like, the only objective. Is to get it to leave, and I couldn't. A bunch of crap. What is with ritual and all the crap? Once again, no drops. So, all right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run the same type of maps, but they will have Delhi on them, and we'll see if we start dropping divine equivalents immediately. Which my guess is that we will, because these are very juicy maps outside of the fact that they do not have Delhi on them. Deli sandwich. Oh. Couple XP maps in there. That's very nice. See if I can get any of them to roll to 16. Sold one for 3 div earlier today. Hey-oh, got one. We'll put that in a 2-diver. Oh, with 50 pack size, that's probably 3 div. Come and get it. Alright, we'll run this one. Quant rarity, rare monsters. How much Delhi was on this? 36%. Perfect test. Oh, yeah, Grim Feast, man. Grim Feast was great. That's really fun, Astral. I like that shrine, too. Quality shrine. It's, like, always good. You're always excited to see it. Okay, we'll run this Step A. I call it Step A. The thing that'll be interesting to see... Okay, so look at my mana. It's still fine. I can go up higher. I'm going to go to 10. I have 1 10 gem. Whirlies at 49 with pinpoint in. It's pretty good. Yeah, RIP Grim Feast. Like running Grim Feast plus Mana Remnants plus Mind Over Matter. That was just like the greatest ever. Okay. Let's see what happens now that there's some Delhi on our map. First of all, my chance of dying goes up by like 900%. We are dropping rare currency all over immediately. You got the great Delhi song. The great Delhi Lang. I bet Delhi Lang hates when everybody's talking about Delirium. Some of the rares, like in these high Delhi maps, if you bind your primal to something like mine's on my middle mouse button, you can very seamlessly tap it while you're whirling and just like insta-delete the rares. I'm going to do it on some of them here so you can kind of see it. There's a chaos. Oh god. But yeah, it's a nice thing to realize because some of the rares can be finicky. Some of them can be crit resistant. In these Delhi maps, some of them just have so much health. So yeah, one tapping them can be very refreshing. A heap of gems. I noticed that level 8 spirit gems are worth like a div. If you have some of those, you could make some profit. I was like, dang, you could just like re-roll characters and farm these gems. And forge spears. Look at that one tap on Kosis there. That he like just disappeared. I don't even know what happened to him. What do you got there, Trip? Is that a negative rarity? Vinners? The terrain on Steppe is like surprisingly challenging to navigate sometimes. You really got to pay attention to the small bushes and the hills. The hills have eyes. Dang, build is just shredding tonight. Taking the levels up on the whirling made a big difference. If you'd have seen it earlier today, it was not this seamlessly deleting with Lyco. I was having to switch to Sacred Flame for certain maps. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's nothing there on the minimap. Dude. Nothing there, dude. And I guess it's okay to use a mana potion every once in a while. Oh my god, deli maps. It's just like such a curse. We have to run them. You have to make your game look like cloudy garbage and wipe away all the original music in the game and listen to one song over and over again. There's your skull. I got your skull, Astral. I'm not going to stop to loot so we can watch the skull shrine in action. Now, I have not dropped a divine tier currency yet, which is kind of the thing to test. But I have dropped so much more rare currency and a reliquary key, which for some reason tinks. I don't know why that's in the divine tier. Look at that one tap on that rare. So cool. It's like a drive-by. Build is definitely completely deleting. Haley, is it just like gems of all levels and types? Or even like target farming 20s? Yeah, it hits harder. Everybody was lying. It's one of the fun things about PoE 2, not that everybody's lying, but like the source of truth is your own testing. Like, the game did not expose its data to the point where everything is solved. And where answers are, like, definitive. Definitive. You heard that? So it's kind of fun. Like, you hear something, you're like, huh, I wonder if that's true. I guess I'll go find out by testing in the game. It's the only thing you can do. Yeah, they really are so ugly. The loot on them is so much different, though. $50 monsters left still. What? How? Hey, Sastra. Thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate ya. Dude, I tried to set up alerts for YouTube stuff. And you have to give the, like, streaming platforms an ability that lets them technically, not that they would, but it gives them the ability to control your videos, including deleting them. I am not kidding you, and I did a ton of research on this. The reason is because of how YouTube's API is structured. Those permissions are just kind of buttoned up with the same ones for tracking subscriptions and things. Long story short is I cannot put live overlay alerts on YouTube unless I want to expose my videos to being edited and deleted, which seems like a silly thing to do even if you trust the source. It was a really beefy champion. Heck yeah, dude. What a smooth map. This was so smooth. This build is really clicking. That's really cool, Haley. It's nice to always have them. I mean, like, when you're archetyping a build, you never know what level of a particular gem you're always going to need, right? These are all bad, including the quarterstaff, which I checked. And I didn't call it a spear. That was really funny, Trip, when I meant to say staff and I said spear. And you knew what I meant. Ooh, 2 to melee. That's probably worth a buy still. I know, right? Secrets is really weird. I was very surprised. Yeah, those are the people to trust, Astral. It's good. 142 with an open prefix. Let's hit. Oh, I did get some flat fizz. That's not good enough, though. Oof. Hello, helmet. Get in there. Could be good. Get in there. A lot of stuff, by the way, like if you have the tabs for it. Oh my god, look at that. That actually rolled pretty solid. It needs accuracy, I think, to be good. But that ES is good. The cold res is good. The mana regen's not bad. Yeah, if you have enough map tabs for it, or stash tabs for it, it's really smart to set up a tab that has some price where you're willing to just like dump anything that looks remotely good. I get surprised sometimes by stuff that sells. It also helps you, like, it protects you from a grave mistake where you trash something you didn't realize like is actually valuable to somebody. Because there are weird people doing weird things out there in pockets of the game all over the place, and you cannot account for all the knowledge for what's valuable. Like, Astral, is this you? Are you also golden, love? Because I was just thinking of you. I was like, you don't know that this guy is out here and he is doing some build you've never even dreamt of, and he needs that item. That's a good one. Look at that map. Sexy. Okay, cool, yeah. I love your style, Astral. Yeah, definitely Spirit, Bob. And then after Spirit, like resist, attributes, just padded stuff. Energy shield, things like that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, YouTube Live's come a long way. 2 years ago, I was like, YouTube Live, nobody's going to use that. It's pretty popular now. I've got a 76 rarity map here. I'm going to dump into this really nice quant map. What is my own rarity? I think it should be higher. I'm at 74. 20 on my boot. That's right, I took off my rarity gloves. And my rings need some more juice. Let me pull up my ring search and see if I can't find a better rarity ring for this session. Secrets, if you were going to try to do a rare spear, an advantage is that the base attack speed of rare spears can be really high, and that can save you tons of passive points on your tree. So search a base attack speed, attacks per second right here in the trade window of 2. And then, yeah, you're going to need a 2 critical chance % of like 3. And unfortunately, you are going to find that those are going to be expensive, man, if they're any good. That one is not real. This guy's joking, right? We'll hit it anyway. And yeah, also, you'll have a really hard time hitting a good crit chance unless you're Amazon with a rare spear. Yeah, Sea Glass is base there. Oh, I believe it, Haley. I totally believe it. I was shocked they bundled the ability to delete my videos with the ability to see who has subscribed to the stream. That is outrageous. Alright, let's see how I rolled here. And then, yeah, as far as rings, these tend to be really expensive. I'm looking at double stat rings. I mean, I really do need to find a double statter. Search 10 lightning. It's only 13. There's one that's 18. That one's 9 to all, but that flat light is really bad. Turn that on. Okay. Let's see here. Sound is a little loud, right? Game sound. Turn it down a little bit. And map rolled as, wow, 58 quant, 129 rarity. Nasty map. It did not look at mods. Probably should, but full send it. Look at all that lightning. Another thing about YouTube streaming is I cannot get the quality of the YouTube stream up higher. Whereas the stream on Kick, Looks amazing. Like, the difference is unreal, and Kick is like, you know, like basically like an indie thing right now, and I can't believe that YouTube doesn't have better quality than Kick.com. Meteor's trying out to get me. I'm gonna die in here. Gotta get out of here. What is going on in here? There's a rare respawning monsters, I think. Resist crits. Holy cow, that was a nasty set of monsters. Shoo! Holy. I can't believe I survived that, to be honest. Can you LEY the boots swap? Oh, explain, I think is what you mean. Yeah, so those boots drop shocked ground. And if you hover over the word whirlwind on your tooltip, the actual word in the sentence, it will tell you a little bit more about whirlwind effects in this game in general. And one of the things they do is that if they pass over an elemental ground, they will gain 50% damage of that element. So we drop a shocked ground because we also perma-shock all minions with the pre-buff whirlwind. So we don't have to do any shocking ourselves. It also works on bosses, so Primal Strike eats shock to do the third phase of the attack. And so if you drop the shocked ground, that interaction allows you to just have like, it's not permanent shock, you know, because the whirlwind rotates and it still has a chance. It's not like guaranteed every time. But basically you'll be consuming a lot more shocks with Primal if you do this. Good lord. I am actually really surprised I'm still alive in this map. This is a classic Delhi map, dude. Alright, can I get to the other side of this breach? That'd be so sexy. Is that what it is, Astral? I mean, but competing with YouTube is no competition. That is an interesting thought, though. All the other content on Kick seems so, like, janky. It's like casino games and IRL and crypto and people traveling. Dude, what is this? So this is a map where, so here's what I've been testing. This is a map where the damage is struggling a little bit. So I'm going to throw on Sacred Flame and throw on Trinity. And, oh, my Deadly Herald's in my stash. Deadly Herald would go here. And then Herald of Thunder would have permanent uptime of Ice Bite and Innervate. And it would be crazy. Bob, I had missed your question earlier about a Fractured Amulet. Yeah, should be, I would think. It's late in the season. It's hard for anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, getting stuck is like the worst part of it, right? So see how much slower I am with Sacred Flame? But wait till Trinity gets going and it's like much more lawnmower-y in a map like this. And it's a lot safer. You can tell safety on whether your Wind Dancer is deactivating consistently or not. And on the other, like Zoom, it was. But on this, which is painfully slow compared to the other, it's not. I'm not getting touched as often. I don't even have my Trinity balanced. But I can't, like, I don't know, a Sacred Flame, like, it's not best in slot, right? Lyco is. It's just so expensive to not run Sacred Flame, which is weird to say because Sacred Flame is technically a cost, not exactly the most cost-friendly item, right? How am I still alive, dude? Yeah, people traveling. Your husband sounds like a pretty solid developer. I do work in the developer space myself. I do not find things like that in what I do. Ooh, gold amulet, yay. Zoop. To 920 crit damage on Bloodmage? Dude, that sounds fun. How nicely our boss is on that. Has to be amazing. I'm gonna come back to this, see if I can actually finish this map. I love this board, by the way. I love Slick. Ooh, another breach. Another chance to die. Dude, that's nice. It's so funny. I remember in the .1 season, or just kind of like before PoE 2 came out, they were like really big in interviews on like, you know, we don't want every build to have crit, so crit's not going to be as much of a thing. And then this season they were just like the biggest never mind ever to that policy. It is like crit or bust. Holy! This is the densest map, dude. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what black magic is, but that sounds cool. Can't believe I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm gonna check the mods at the end of this map. Reverse mod check. Whew. Big boy. I'm gonna be full pretty soon here. It's been a heck of a lot of loot. No, Astral is definitely best in slot on this build. I just don't have it yet. I spent all my money on this Megalo. This Megalo is like 90 div. I bought a lot of other things too. Now I'm just in farm mode. Those are pretty good. You're probably right, Fallout. I think you're right. I mean, I'm trying to think last season, if you weren't running Spark and you weren't running Flurry, who were you? You were doing something janky, right? This season there's a lot of different things. That's so cool. That sounds really fun, Astral. The Plague Bearer stuff is awesome. Alright, I'm gonna die in this ritual. I'm calling it. I have escaped death way too many times this map. Thank God for Unwavering Stance. Dead 10 times right there without stance. Omen Resurgence went off and saved my life. And I survived. Alright, let's see what was on this map. 87% rares, 24 more packs, 70 magic pack size, 131 more monster life. I was feeling that. 36 deli. 93 monster resists. Monsters pen 46. Wow. They had 131 life and 93 resists. How did I kill any monsters? I'm very proud of my build. I mean, that is like ridiculous. A really high crit bonus on this. It's probably worth grabbing and slamming. Sinistral Alchemy. All bad. Okay. Beak Hitters, you are in quite the comedy mood tonight. If anybody is looking for a build that doesn't work, he's got you. He's spotting you. I rolled accuracy and 100 fizz and 15 attack speed. This could be okay. Put an iron in there. Let's see how this spear pans out. We'll take the leech off. Attack speed, crit chance, DPS, search. Why non-existent? The fizz DPS? Dude, it's not worth that much. This crit damage bonus is a tier 1 roll. Let's bring it down to like 25. There we go. I'll start it over here at 10 and we'll just see what happens. 8% max life, 17 rarity, 10 crit chance. So amulets are a little bit tunneled for melee skill rolls. There's only 2 battle rolls that can happen. Damn. And the other one's accuracy, and accuracy is obviously really good, so good to know about amulets. The heck is with these items? Oh boy. So many maps to slam. Let me catch up on chat before I slam maps. Y'all are popping off tonight. I know that 16 accuracy was really sad. Yeah, it's true. I did used to be a teacher. We had kids, and being a good teacher was far too time consuming to also give the time to my family that I felt was my first calling in life. So I switched over to IT. I've always had a technology background. It was easy to learn things quickly and apply them and be paid for them. What is DaVinci Resolve? Sastra asked if Black Magic is what develops DaVinci Resolve. Lightning Arrow was good, Trip. I loved Lightning Arrow. I think by the end of the season with my bow character last season, I was just shooting like basic arrow. No mana basic arrow. Oh yeah, there was auto bombers. I forgot about those. I love the Ember build. I love the dreams, man. Keep them going. Keep the dreams alive. Okay. Slam some maps, I guess. Have enough exalts for it. Dang. Wow. Okay, that one was nuts. That one's also nuts. We rolled 3 nutties. 3 nutter butters. See how we did. Went down to 14, but still good. Sexy. Big sexy. 10 mod. No temp chains. Woo! We rolled a big boy. Oh my gosh, look at that one. That's really good, but it's not deli map. It just like randomly rolled. 10 mod. That's crazy. Just restocking everything here. Okay. And then my map tab has been up for a while. I'm going to drop it to 5. And, geez. I need another map tab. Let's see if I have any leftover quads here. Here we go. Where'd you go? Jules? Where'd that tab go? The heck? Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Moving these tabs is a little bit like, yikes. Okay. 20C. And waste down. Sweet. That's, yeah, that's pretty much true Fallout. And yeah, it's a bummer. Yep, kids first, for sure. Thanks for the follow, Con Magic. And what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. All right, let's hit another juicer here. Sump. Ooh, I like caverns. Ooh, I like Savannah even more. We're going to use our big juicer on Savannah here. Dang. Dang. You ought to fix that and run those Chaos Temples nicely, especially when they release the new patch and buff those. All right, we got the swap going. Not sure how rippy these mods were, and if I can stick with Lyco for the map, we'll see. It's looking pretty solid, actually. Like I won't need to. Doing some quick snipes of these rares. Like this. Ba-dum. I'm gonna close this. We rolled very nice quant rarity. Haven't seen a divine tonight. That's really odd. I guess my player rarity needs to be higher. We've definitely been juicing. It's also just symptomatic of this season, though. Last season, I would buy maps for 1 or 2 div at the end of the season because the ROI was for sure. And this season, man, like all the juice in the world, you're just going to get some exalts sometimes. Which is funny, they've done so many loot buffs, but they haven't changed currency. Like you still like can't find a mirror if you try hard. Like try really hard. I'm not saying everybody should find mirrors. But like if you try really, really hard for a long time, you should probably find one. It's like Griffin's Eye in D4. Like think if they did in or not D4, I'm sorry, D2. Think if they did a Holy Grail in PoE 2 the way that they do in Diablo 2, nobody would ever complete it. That's how rare everything is. If you don't know the Holy Grail in D2, it's this cool like timed marathon that certain creators do, and basically they have to find every item in the game. Oh, what the heck? No idea what got me there. I'm gonna check it out. Which one of you is of foul blood? I know that one's secrets. It's very good. Dang, B kids. Dang, dude. That's bad. Okay. Captures. Let's see what happened there. That was quite the mystery. I actually took a nice hit before I died, and I Olrothed it right there. I went down to 700, and boom, I got that up. Let me tell me what this is. That guy died. He's gone. There's some projectile from like over here that hit me. It's absurd. It's so crazy. It's so hard to not die in these super juiced maps. It's crazy. Ooh, I love Slick. This one is Ignited Ground and Ellie Res of Monsters. Interesting. I know Death Recap would be so great for, especially for new players who are just like, wait, what? Alright, we got another map with high monster Ellie res. And again, if I just wear Coming Calamity, it just doesn't even exist. It would be so great. I really should put my money where my mouth is and just figure out a build with that armor. And I've run it several times this season. It's been great. It's just like the defense of it is so hard to live with. Holy cow. Holy density, Batman. I'm literally just using Primal. It's so dense. Primal's really good, by the way. That's a fake. That's a fake Tink. That's for Arbiter. Sounded nice, though. Holy cow. Maybe I can get to the breach over here? Wow, I really can. Fast build. Oh, yeah, that's it. Martyr Crown good? Don't know what it is. Oh, there's more breach down here. I failed. Point where you can actually use what you want. You mean as far as builds, B-Kid? In PoE 1, all builds are viable. It was like the trademark of the game. Straight through the heart. Whoa! Whoa! What was up with that guy? Alright, now we're twirling. We're twerking over here. Bing. I feel like this would be a really good map to go grab Coming Calamity and like just see how it does. Also see if I die, because I have survived this map somehow. With all the crap in it. All the bad suffixes. Oh boy. Kosis is here to make me pay for saying that. He got deleted. Auto-deleter. Yeah, it is like that in PoE 1. I know my very first PoE 1 season, I heard all builds are viable, and I was reading skills and I was like, oh, Earthquake. I love Earthquake skills. And nobody ran Earthquake, but I made an Earthquake build that ran really well with very little knowledge of the game, you know what I mean? Like, I was bad. So yeah, that was a good example of that statement being true. Now, it doesn't mean all builds are equal, or that all builds are amazing, but it does mean that all builds, all skills, all skill gems can be sorted in such a way that they can clear the game content, or like some relevant game content, you know what I mean? Where's the divines, dude? Where'd you put them, game? Where'd they go? It's the skull. Yeah, exactly. Just made this build today and got myself 12 divs. Used up all my luck. Yes, you did. And congratulations. That is very fun. Whew. The Blasphemy with Enfeeble or with Temp Chains is like a really, really good tech, you know? If you've got the room for it and you want more defensive layers, it's a great way to do it. Basically every map I use an Omen of Resurgence. Like, it always goes off. See how rippy these maps are. I'm res capped with 5k EHP on the fastest build. Con Magic, I have Trinity here. Oh, wow. It was on. It shouldn't have been. But it's not good in this setup. So I use it when I switch to Sacred Flame. And then it's very, very good. Herald of Thunder by itself can balance the Trinity and proc Ice Bite and Innervate. It's really strong. But yeah, I didn't realize I had it on there. That would have made the map a bit easier, I think. Follow build guide letter for letter, have a bad time. I mean, when you get to understand... So the process... How to say this right? The process of understanding how good builds come to be in this game is a longer process than people give it credit for. Super Z DPS? What does that mean, J-Court? So yeah, what I mean by that process being long is that, like, it takes many seasons of staying up on meta builds to build the background that you need to be able to, like, theorycraft something that's legit. And I actually think that is pretty true in PoE 1 as well. And for every build you come up with, there's somebody out there on PoE Ninja that's like trying something similar, so you can borrow ideas and stuff, and that speeds things up. I know he did that with my Earthquake PoE 1 build. But yeah, a lot of words. Basically, it takes a long time to master the way theory crafting works in this game. They make it look simple with the skill gems and support gems, but it isn't. What really makes a build click is like a really complex process. And some of the most basic things that are most important to that process, people don't even think about. Like, what is the attack damage percent on the tooltip? It's one of the most important things as you're theory crafting a build. And instead, most people like to read what the ability does. And that's fine. But it's just like, you know, it's like a big learning step. It's not that you don't know nothing. It's just that, you know, I haven't played another video game for like 2.5 years. It's just been PoE, and I'm just starting to scratch the like make my own builds that are good thing, or like look at a POB and know what's bad about it in a vacuum or good about it. I guess it just takes a long time. Embrace your potato. I'm crushing this map. The Herald of Thunder is pretty good, huh? I should leave that ability on, I guess. Okay, is there really more breach to do here? There's a hand. Holy, these breaches have been so dense. Vile robe. Yeah, I think that one was done, actually. Yeah, the one-shots are no fun. Totally agree. Dying is brutal. Fallout Tabula is awesome. It's probably best in slot for this build. But Tabula plus Jewels is like many hundreds of divines. So I don't even touch it. I would like to. Franz? Yes, I think so. It's not like recent, right? Because he stopped playing a while ago. The one that I played and that I made the guide for is similar, like all Lightning Spirit builds are, but definitely capitalizes on Wind Serpent's Fury more consistently and deletes bosses in a much more efficient way. And then, you know, Lightning Spear is Lightning Spear. Just kills everything always. This build is great for rituals. Yeah, I'm losing all my ES somehow. I don't know where it's going. Ow. Oh, 0 DPS. Meaning like you're not doing any damage. Sorry to have to clarify that. That seems very obvious. I'm just making sure. If you want to put your POB in Discord, I'll pull it up and give you some thoughts. Yeah, defense is harder with Tabula, but you can get, you know, ES nodes on every jewel you put in there, and then suddenly it's better than, like, lots of things if you have some other ES gear. It's just the damage. It's just the crit nodes. You can also get like 10% flat accuracy per jewel, which is crazy. Crazy, crazy good. But yeah, the damage scaling with Tabula is off the charts. It'd be really cool if they made it so you could socket an adorned in your Tabula and like have Tabula adorned jewels. Bad quarterstaff. But I do it for Mr. McNella. Do you guys know there's surfing in Ireland? My son and I figured this out today. I didn't know they surfed in Ireland. It's cold as heck, but they do it anyway. Tough as nails. Okay, let me check this ritual and then I'll go in there. Saw somebody using this spear today. This is potentially good. I think this is potentially good. 39 rarity, 26 int. Ooh, 2 dispels. Wow, we got lots of stuff in this one. Sorry, Mr. DeVito, I did not see your question that I used Tangle Tongue. Getting the crit max solved saves more passive points than you would ever recoup with the upsides of a rare spear. Unless you're on Amazon. And then if I'm on Amazon, I am probably running rare spear. Hopefully that answers the question. Sorry it took me a while to get to it. Just missed it. Okay, now I need to like buy stuff. It's a mess in here. This could be insane. Stop giving me good items, game. There's not even anyone to buy them. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have more questions. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Well, where'd he go? He dodged my conductivity. You jerk. Sweet. Solid map. Very solid. Yeah, for sure, Franz. I will. I'm going to be making a guide for this build. Hopefully coming out tomorrow. Oh, 348 Spirit. That's really fun. What class are you on? What is that? Whoa. Look, somebody wants his bow from earlier. Somebody wants a riff on this Fate Twine. Sweet, I didn't actually lose money on that. I wonder what it's actually worth, though. This ring, like, kind of big-timed. Not actual big time. Little Big Time. Isn't that the name of a band? Little Big Town. Just ignore me. Oh, man, this spear. Okay, this thing. Dude, don't do that. This thing just gets full sended, right? Out of iron runes. I hate everything. And yeah, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what people do with that. What do people do with this spear? Quality doesn't matter, right? Quality doesn't do anything, right? There's no point. I got reduced attribute requirements. Well, that's probably terrible. And then this one, I just need iron runes. And let's see what this is worth. So 600 ES, 50 spirit. Sweet, man. Go for divine on that. That was a nice find. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I get so behind on chat and hideout. Yeah, Tailwind is so good. I miss Tailwind. This Ritualist is definitely going to have a higher ceiling, but Tailwind was just so, like, one slot lazy. It was awesome. Okay, I'll check it out, J-Court. What's up, Fishy Tricks? Good evening, bud. That's a lot of iron runes, Haley. You should put those into stuff. Let's see what we got going on here with this pub. Alright. J-Court's running Ritualists. We've got Hoa. Lyco. Let's check the Tangle. So if I'm reading this right, your Tangle is a 19 with one socket and an IS jewel in it. This, unfortunately, is a huge spot where you are losing tons and tons of damage. And is probably the first thing to upgrade if you end up getting, like, up to maybe 30 divs. Curse, it depends. I would say the Ritualist has a higher ceiling, but is very gear dependent and very expensive. The Deadeye is like lazier and slower and easier to achieve with a lower ceiling. Very nice, Wale. Very nice. The app is PoE Overlay 2. It's in Overwolf. Alright, let's see what else you got going on. Wait, what the? You have this same Against the Darkness? Dude. You're killing it. Dance with Death. Okay, we have about the same tree. I like am wigged out. Am I looking at the same build? It's like you're doing everything the same as me. But you're saying your damage is not there, so... Okay. Well, that's a good ring. Look at that one. Nice. Alright, so... yeah, here's... Alright, so number one... J-Cord is this Tangle Tongue. Ooh. You don't have to resocket it. You'll make up the attack speed somewhere else. Just use that other one. And then these three jewelry pieces. They all need... This one needs flat. So all of mine are double flat. Or except for this one. I think I just, like, gave up on that because I wanted Chaos Res. But yeah, double flats on these rings and good rolls. There's a tier 9, tier 7. There's a tier 8, tier 6. And this is a tier 8. Flats on rings. So important because your Tangle, you don't have any base damage. That's why your Whirl and Slash still sitting down there is probably those flats more than anything else. And then Amulet is a great source for help with crit. So mine has crit chance, crit bonus. Probably pretty expensive to get that on a 500 accuracy. But because you're Ritualist, the Ascendancy also increases bonus from Amulet. So you want, you know, ideally 500 accuracy, crit bonus, crit chance if you can get it. Accuracy on your helmet is needed. This isn't a huge deal, but your Hoa is a 1 to 10. Something to think about. It gets evolved to a 1 to 12. And since we're stat stacking, that ends up being like pretty reasonable. Oh, look at Jules. Jewels are pretty good. Those jewels are solid. I think if you fix this and then fix these 3 jewelry pieces and put accuracy on your helmet, you're going to feel good about it. That's my guess. Hopefully it's helpful. Augury, seepage, so much seepage, dude. This augury is reduced quant. I hate that. Make 'em sad. What is Riverside? I can't remember what map that is, but we're going to run it. Enfeeble. God, all these maps are so rippy. I run the rippiest maps. Secret says 1 to 12 Hoa is 15% flat damage boost. I didn't realize it was that high, but I believe it. And then, of course, it keeps scaling, right? As you continue to get the important stat stacking pieces, that vol roll on the Hoa just gets, you know, more and more powerful, obviously. Oh, I think I remember this map. I think this map ends with, oh, I don't have the boss on. But I think it ends with Bonky Boy Monkey. He's the best. Yeah. I mean, that's what happened to me. I just ran out of money gearing this guy, so now I'm just farming. Just figure out what you can do as far as a farm, and just, you know, just enjoy a repeat farm. And you know, you can get in that spot where like you don't know what you can change in your character, and you feel like every iteration your character should be improving. In this build, there's a lot of things you can do on the tree to cater for like what strengths your gear has. So like your Tangle with that crit bonus, you're going to be missing attack speed. And there's ways you can make up for that loss of attack speed on your tree. But you would have to deviate from the tree that I have shared. Because yeah, mine is based on that. You know, that base attack speed gem being in the Tangle Tongue is like a base multiplier. So it causes the increases of everything else to be more powerful. It's a really big deal. Same with the bonus, though. And then obviously, if you have a crit bonus Tangle, you're going to want your crit chance to be capped. So, you know, the big change you can make, since you can't do gear, is like a lot of things with your tree to strategize towards what gear you do have. The more you know. Oh my god, I can't move. I was so stuck. Holy deletion. This is so auto-delete-y. It's so great. Iron Rune. Yay, I found one, Haley. And yeah, when the build gets cooking, it feels so good. It is so fast and efficient. And you do have to pay attention to terrain, but like it's a lot less pay attention than almost all of their builds. Because it just deletes. Whoop. I know, right, Fishy? I just feel like this game, like, they could never do another season and I'd be fine for years. Like, I want to do all the builds, but I don't just want to, like, do them in some small way. I want to, like, max out all the builds. Dude, am I going to die? I think I'm going to die. Oh, my God. Moment of Resurgence saved my life again. This is a great map. Riverside. New favorite. It was a lot of cold. Okay, and I did all the rituals. Wow. 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 Oh, chaos. 288, 436. Can defer all three. Okay. You like the daylight, huh? That's hilarious. Did you skip some skill to get... Is it hypothermia? I've got conduction. Self-cast conduction here. It's just for bosses. It just goes down for bosses. Yep, exactly. J-Corp, my hideout tooltip with pinpoint is 49. Without, it's 55. And I have execute in, so it's like not applying at all. I really only have one damage mod on this tooltip, so it's like basically a flat. You know, pull these two out. I mean, with no damage mods, it's 42. It's also level 10 though. The level matters. So if you're keeping it way low, like it could get better. Fulgent. What's it called? Fulgent breath. What does that even mean, fulgent breath? It's been there a long time. Oh, maybe it hasn't actually. Yeah, let me know if that answered your question there, Joakim. Don't know if you got to figure it out, but is there a point to leveling up the second whirly using the AoE? I don't think so. Other than like, why not? You just click it one time, so you might as well make it 20. I think that is the only reason why, which is why not? Not bad there.
What can I do for you?
Omen of Resurgence, saving me life again. Alishka, no build guide yet. Should be coming out tomorrow. I do have an updated POB in the Discord. I loaded it in today. Thank you for asking. Thanks for coming by. Bram, bram, bram. Jeez. Those are all kind of sad. That one turned out okay. Rare monsters have additional modifiers. Kind of exciting. Oh, but it's a gold drop map. Who's that guy? Dude, come on. Don't be like that, man. Don't be that guy. Okay, I have a bunch of good maps in here. That one's crazy good. Let's run this. This area is like cursed. I know it's cleansed, but it feels cursed. Riverside. Let's do it again. Run it back. Whoop. Ah. Getting really stuck on train there. Wow. I'm with ya. With you, Haley. Don't they know you're trying to farm? Hey, people. Trying to farm maps here. At least there's a pause button. In PoE 1, there was no pause button all this time. They're adding it. PoE 2 coming in to save PoE 1. Wonder if I can really get to this side of the breach. That would be so cool. Haha. That's awesome. Oh! That was weird. Okay. What the? Dude. It's so hard to live. I think I need more evasion. Tailwind, I miss you. I miss you, Tailwind. XP gain. Pack size. This could be a big one. Come on, baby. Oh, nailed it. 3-div map. Exciting. Grab another amelioration out. I'm glad they're cheaper this season. It's been brutal. Find it hard to do T4 Zesht at level 85. Is this normal? Are you running this build? I mean, T4 Zesht is, I think, the tankiest boss, so I don't want to say it's like normal, but it seems understandable. It seems very reasonable.
No.
So the main evasion node I'm missing is right here. That one's really good. To get that, I would need to hike back like who knows how much stuff. I could hike back Unwavering Stance. That would be 4 points. Socket Unbreakable in. That gets me 3. Is there anything else I could sacrifice? I don't think so. Crit chance, I guess. I'm wondering, like, maybe if I come through here rather than over here, if I save the points. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it would be 8, 9. That would save 1 point if I end up going that route. Don't know if that's worth it. Bloodmage Lightning Spear. If you're doing the like Bloodmage boss deletion thing, and if you're you know, geared up for it, then of course it deletes him, but that's not really a mechanic that like slowly scales. It is a one button mechanic, right? That sounds like a very stressful process, Haley. Yeah, I don't think more evasion can be acquired here. Unless I bring all of this back, lose this jewel slot. Which I could do. I grabbed an extra jewel here. Like, I could keep the tree much tighter. I could pull back both of those jewels. And then I could do, like, a lot of defensive nodes. I could come in and get Wildstorm. I think I came up here because of the int stacking I'm doing. And then this was here. That 60 is insane. But I don't know if, like, all these points is worth a 60. Because there's like ES plus evasion nodes I could be grabbing. That would be a lot better. Fallout says you need more magnitude of ailments, Amos. Good call out there. Good call out. What's up, Admiral Skippy? Good evening. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the next thing to try. Just like the dying is too common. It's uncomfortably common right now. So hike all the way back here. Megalo goes there. Hike all the way back here. I mean, I get so many points. I could go to crit cap and fix my evasion. I think it's the way to go. What's up, Jay? Welcome. I'm going to go ahead and start the process and at least give it a test run on stream because I know there's people who are like kind of following what I'm doing in a general way, so this could help you keep track. This will also help. I had a second weapon set 2 point that I wasn't using. So now I can use that here and I save another weapon set 1 point. Downside of this strategy, I suppose, is that I am losing some of the in-stacking, like, oomph. But I think I can afford to lose that. And I can make it up in the local tree here. We'll connect like this. Hike these back. Alright, 17 points to work with. So, Subterfuge Mask comes first. And boom, tons of evasion. I can come through here and get evasion on armor and the percent dex. That will fix some attack speed things. I think Wildstorm is going to be an incredible DPS increase. Let's look. Jeez. It was almost 25%. That's crazy. I'm already down to 8 nodes, though. I got to be careful. I can come through here and get crit chance, dex and int, and then lots more evasion ES. Let's see how that feels. This one is attack speed, too. So that's like a really good node there. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same. It's really awkward having to like do this bridge in the middle here. Feels very inefficient. There's so many options with this build. It's like endless. This is probably quite a bit of DPS as well. 48. Okay, so I recouped the tooltip. My attacks per second is almost 6 in hideout, so this build definitely just got better. And my evasion's at 63. Boom. I did lose these 2 jewels, which hurts. Pure power is not in, and my DPS is that high. That's crazy. How the heck? I'm gonna have to pull a jewel for pure power, right? Pull this one. Why won't it go in? Wow, look at that. What was it before? I don't even know. J-Cord, I think we were looking at it before together. Without pinpoint, it's 63. Goodness. Okay, so since I removed Unwavering Stance, I need to put in Unbreakable. It's very important. 40 something. 23k more DPS and more evasion. Just manipulating my tree. And that's just where like the familiarity with the game is just priceless. You weren't even close without pinpoint? Yeah, I'm pretty close. I mean, I'm 97 for a basic crit without it. Okay, let's go rock another map here now with these changes in place. I'm going to be booking it. It's so true. It's so true. Oh, Temp Chains map. Ugh. Gross. Actually doesn't feel that slow because this build's so OP. It feels pretty good. That's awesome. Holy terrain. This is feeling very good. Amos says, what is the magnitude of ailments? I'm guessing, like, I don't know bleed, but is bleed an ailment? And if so, you need to find nodes that will increase your magnitude of bleeding. I think you can get it on jewels and certain passive tree nodes. If that's how it works. No clue. Have not touched Bloodmage this season. To some degree of regret. I wish I had. Looks really fun. A mage with a spear. What flavor? Haha! There you go, B-Kid. This is the most casual map ever. Evasion is helpful, man. Wonder if I can get it higher than 63. I'd like to get into the 70s. There's some good block nodes too, although I don't like scaling defense that much. The best defense, we all know what it is, and it is deleting the monsters. Munsters. Look at this nasty forest I have to bob and weave through. Alright, get to the other side of the map even with temp chains? Yes. We are OP, Whirling Slash. Oh god, Meteor Shrine. Yeah. Can't get through. There we go. Oh my god. Stuck on something every like 2 feet. Okay. Already did that. Ding. Ding. Both ES and max health. Most of them just stack max HP. I don't know what the interactions Bloodmage has with hit points is, but if people are stacking max HP, there must be one, because ES is much better than HP in a vacuum. It's much more scalable. So there's something going on with the fact that people are doing that. Has to do with some other part of Bloodmage. Where's this boss, dude? Oh, it's down here. Okay. I'm coming, bud. I'm coming.
The eye of the storm.
Oh, it's the Miller. He's awesome. Oh man, that's crazy. I haven't used life remnants yet. I kind of want to. Yes, it's just so good though.
But a sight for sore eyes.
Bloodmage sounds really fun. More classes I don't have time for. We got 14 crit bonus with max energy shield. They're kind of bad rolls, but it could be divined if I get one more roll. Energy shield recharge rate. Isn't there some build that's like using that to be invincible? Probably. Rip. Definitely worth a try there. Those mods can be really good. Jewel mods you have to look at and like not forget that divines have utility. Because I've definitely bought a few and divined and turned them into gold very easily. Woof! Temp chains, of course. This one's pretty good. Rip. Alright, I gotta do a non-temp chains map with this new setup. That looks good. It's got deli on it. I'm excited. Hidden grotto, trenches. Dang, dude. Lots of grotto. Forge. I like forge. I like all the ones that are like alleyways. Bee Kitters, you know there's a service you can like pay for to get max points, right? I'm not saying you should use the service, but like just making sure you know it's out there.
Almost a challenge.
Alright, this is the type of rippy map that's been like kind of getting to me, so let's see how I do with the changes. See how old Riddy does. It's looking good. Other than my damage on these rares, like, should be so much better. What's going on with these rares? Oh, 130% life again. Jeez, why do I keep doing this to myself? It's because I want drops. Oop. Whoa. Divining items when you thought they were exalts sounds really painful. Especially if it was like early on. I'm so sorry. Sounds traumatic. PoE trauma. Wow. Earlier today I was trying out Polky on this build because it seems like frozen minions don't leave as many like on death effects behind. It was pretty nice. I mean, giving up a third ring slot is a lot different than having to give up like one of your only two when you're running Ingenuity, because you can put it in the upper ring slot and you still get like full Ingenuity and like ascendancy scaling value. Not that I'm recommending Polky at all, like we're just trying one thing out, but it's just another like Ritualist learning moment. How good an extra ring is. It's ridiculous how good one extra ring is. And the amulet bonus. Not to discredit old amulet. Wow. Oh. I am getting mini stunned, which is really annoying. That's the unwavering stance effect. There's like basically no other way to avoid light stuns besides that node. A clean kill, she says. A really fast map, eh? Zoom 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 zoom. I'm soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that I can't reach. Okay. Logbooks. There's a chest node. There's a chest node. Take that. Chests in expeditions are where it's at. Chest prediction. Heyo. Logbook for next week. Save your logbooks, people. Save all your objects. Don't do anything until next week. Just do maps. Yeah, I think one-shotting Zesht with the Bloodmage is not that difficult to achieve, based on what I've seen. But this guy wants to barter for that. Just have a feeling. No? He actually want to buy? Okay. We have a sale. Somebody's buying something in the game. Hasn't happened in a while. It's a beacon. Where is it? There it is. Rarity beacon. Heyo. Thank you. Come again. You have 240 logbooks? Yummy. You're ready. You are ready for the new content. Phew, expensive ritual. Oh, all right, everybody. Hate to do this, but I'm exhausted. I've had sick kids this week, so it's been a pretty crazy and hectic week. I am hoping to get the whirling / build guide out tomorrow. It will offer paths for success, whether you are Deadeye, Amazon, or Ritualist. And yeah, the other classes, if you need help, I think we have experts. We have resident experts in Discord for every version of this build, including the Bloodmage and the Lich. So just come on into Discord. Come on into the channel for the Whirly Potato and tap the experts for their wisdom. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. New subs on YouTube. Appreciate you. New follows on Kick. Appreciate you as well. And have a wonderful evening, everybody. Enjoy your PoE action. Good night, y'all.